Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen and I am on a journey of transformation, discovery, and self-love. And I would love for you to join me on that journey. So come on. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2021. I hope this new year has been good for you so far. It is day 2 into this new year, and in typical fashion, I've decided to start a challenge a little bit late. You know, most people, began 2021, they had it all planned out before, but it was New Year's Day, and I was enjoying the morning, drinking my coffee, watching some people on YouTube, some other creators on YouTube, talking about what they're doing in January 2021. And typical January time is that time where people create New Year's resolutions, where they commit. For me, in my life, pretty much every part of my adult life, every New Year's resolution for my adult life has been to lose weight. Truth. And as I said before, you can see how well this worked for me because I am still making that resolution repeatedly. But this year, I think I like it like this. This year is going to be the last year that losing weight is my New Year's resolution. As you guys know, I started my journey on August 17th. So on Monday will be 20 weeks. I'll have finished 20 weeks of my journey, this most recent edition of the journey. And so I was looking at some challenges that I wanted to do. There's something called 75 Hard, and that is really hard. And I was like, that is way too much commitment. And you guys know how I feel about commitment. I think that if I know for me personally, that if I get too gung-ho, if I get too hardcore, that I'm going to fizzle out and I'm just going to, I'm going to lose steam. I'm going to lose momentum, and I'm probably going to give up. So I was watching a couple of other creators on YouTube and decided that I would just create my own challenge, that I would challenge myself and anybody else who wanted to be challenged with the things that I know that I need to work on in my journey. And maybe you do too. And so I created the Perfectly Imperfect 30-day challenge. That's the name of my YouTube channel. I don't really mention it that much, but you see it in my intro every week, every time you watch a video, I guess. But that's the name of my challenge, of my channel, because I believe that we are a masterpiece and a work in progress at the same time, that we are perfectly, wonderfully made. We're divine, amazing creatures. And at the same time, we're flawed. We have imperfections, and it can be different for all of us. And I definitely know what mine are. There's a few. And so, that mentality that I can be wonderful and a work at the same time. So that's Perfectly Imperfect. That's the thought behind the name of my channel. So I created a 30-day challenge for myself. I'm going to try to do these habits for 30 days. And spoiler alert, I am not going to hit every goal every day of 30 days. I can guarantee that I am not going to hit every goal every day. And you know what? That's okay, because I'm my own boss and you're your own boss. But it's still good to strive for it. So if you follow me on Instagram, I'll link down, there you go. If you follow me on Instagram, you can go into my fitness, what are they called? Highlights? Yeah, my fitness highlights. And you can get a copy of this Instagram post, and you can tag me in it. Make sure you tag me in it if you decide to join me in the challenge. Post your stories every day. Let me know how you're doing, and make sure you tag me in it so I can see it. So if you tag me, I'll see it, and I'll be able to follow you in your journey and to see if you how you're doing under this 30-day challenge. So it can start anytime, because obviously I didn't get it ready in January 1st. In the nick of time for January 1st. Although I did start it myself January 1st. Today is January 2nd. But whenever you start it, and that's 30 days. So it can be whenever you want to do it. So here are the challenges that I want to aim to hit each day. Okay, first challenge, to move my body 20 minutes a day. Dear friends, we know this has been the biggest challenge of my life. There have been times in my life where I have exercised regularly. Walking is generally my go-to. And there was at one point where I actually had gym membership, and I would go maybe once a week, twice a week before children. So there are parts in my life where I have had a consistent exercise regime. I have not had an exercise regime in my life for over 8 years, 9 years probably, since I've been a mom. And if you are a working mom or just a mom, every mom is a working mom, that's just redundant. But if you're a mom, if you're caring for living things, small living things, finding time for yourself is very, very difficult. And I use that as an excuse for a long time. It's true. It's not just an excuse. It's absolute truth. But yeah, I've neglected myself in that respect for a long time. So 2021 is the year that I can resume or recreate or reimagine some kind of fitness routine for myself. So my good friend next door set me up with a Peloton account so I can do some Peloton activities. I'm very excited. You all know there's a gazillion things on YouTube that you can do. Some Zumba, some yoga, all sorts of stuff. I have my treadmill right over here. And you guys will be pleased to know I did walk on that treadmill yesterday. You'll see that in my weekly weigh-in video. So I have started. So 20 minutes, moving 20 minutes a day. And it doesn't have to be 20 minutes consecutively. You can break it up however you want to do it. I had to break it up yesterday, and I'll tell you more about that in my video on Wednesday. But 20 minutes of movement a day. Goal 1. Goal 2, to drink 64 ounces of water a day. And believe me, this sounds like so easy. It is so hard for me to drink this much water. I do not know why this is a challenge for me. I don't know if it's because I'm told I have to do it. I'm a little rebellious, and I'm like, you can't be the boss of me. You can't tell me what I have to do. But girl, it is hard. And I'm 32 ounces down so far, but I got 32 more to go. And I was struggling last night, and then I was peeing all night, and oh my goodness. So and I know there's people that drink more than 64 ounces of water. I just don't know how they do it. I don't know. So 64 ounces of water a day. Goal 2. Third goal in the 30-day challenge, eat healthy food. Now for you and your journey, that might be very different, what you consider healthy food. But whatever you consider healthy food, whether or not you're doing Weight Watchers, whether or not you're doing paleo, Whole30, keto like me, vegan, dairy-free, gluten-free, whatever you consider healthy food within reason. Obviously, we're not going to consider fast food healthy food or processed food healthy food. There are some limitations to what one would consider healthy food, but whatever you consider to be your healthy food of choice in your own journey, you're going to eat that for 30 days. So for me, I've been doing keto for 20 weeks, and I've been doing like a little lazy, dirty keto. You know, I've had some processed things like the carb tortillas, enlightened ice cream, zero chocolate. You know, I've had some processed keto foods along the way. So for me, I'm going to try to cut some of that out. I'm going to try to be more intentional with eating vegetables, because I am not a fan of vegetables. One of the reasons why I am the size I am. But I'm going to try adding vegetables daily. I'm going to try to make sure I get at least X amount of servings. I don't want to commit to a number right now. But I'll say this, that in my dinner, I normally have vegetables at lunch. I'm usually a 2 meal a day unless I'm fasting. I have lunch and dinner, a midday meal and an evening meal. I'm going to commit to having vegetables at each of those meals, okay? So some sort of vegetable. That's my 30-day challenge. So eat healthy food. More vegetables for me. The fourth challenge, or my 30-day challenge, is to say positive affirmations daily. What is a positive affirmation? A positive affirmation is looking yourself in the mirror and saying, you are amazing. You are not a failure. Just because you're still working to lose weight after all these years and after all those attempts, you have not failed. You just haven't reached your goal. It can be the same one. Maybe everybody has their own message that they need to tell themselves. So basically this is flipping the script in your mind. I know in the video that you saw that I posted Sunday with my husband, he has this negative self loop that is on automatic play and replay in his head, telling him he's not good enough, he's not worthy enough. He has this continual internal dialogue. And maybe you do too. I don't have it so much, but obviously I have enough of it that I feel like I failed. I've had weight loss surgery and I failed. I've lost 100 pounds, at least 2, maybe 3 times total. And I've gained it all back. When I started this 20 weeks ago, I was at the highest weight that I've ever been. I was higher than I was when I had weight loss surgery. So dealing with those feelings of failure and not letting yourself wallow in whatever feelings you're having about your self-worth, your identity. One way to conquer that is to think positive and to say positive things about yourself. So I want you to look in the mirror right now, get your phone out, do a selfie picture, go to the bathroom, find a mirror. I want you to tell yourself that you are amazing. You are worth love and you are worth success, and that you have it within yourself to conquer anything you desire. Anything you want, you can have. I'm getting a little emotional, because I'm feeling those things, because I need to tell myself those things too. There was a point in my life recently, I would say within the last couple of years, where I had just decided I was just going to be overweight my whole life. That I was never, ever going to be normal sized. Actually, the term that I've heard is straight size, which I think is kind of funny, but straight size, typical, which is not really American typical, because the typical American size is overweight. So anyway, I never thought I was going to be not obese. Let's just put it that way. And I had just resigned myself to the fact that I had no other options. So I've changed that. I believe that I can succeed. I believe that I will succeed. And I believe that this will be, I will be one of those skinny people, former fat people who just annoy everybody that I know, who has been in my life, who they're like, oh yeah, I used to be, and they take out their before picture and just they're trying to encourage me that, if they did it, I can do it. And now I am that person. Anyway, so that's the 4th step, to say positive motivations daily. And that might seem really trivial, or I could just skip that one, but it's not. It's very important. And you need to be saying them every day. Anytime that you have a negative thought, you need to stop yourself and say, nope, that is not true. This is what's true. That I have it within me to do whatever I put my heart and blood and sweat and tears into. I can do it. All right, and the 5th final thing is to read for 10 minutes daily, and that can be anything you want. It can be like a Kindle book, an audio book, which is my go-to source of reading, because once I had kids, anytime I start reading, I fall asleep. I don't know how to do it. So one of the ways I like to kill 2 birds with 1 stone is when I'm walking, I am trying to drink my water, listen to my book, and say positive things after I'm done exercising. Trying to get it all done in one spot. If you have a commute, listening to an audiobook is great. So if you like to read, this also constitutes, like if you're on a reading plan, if you're trying to read the Bible in a set amount of time, this would be a great opportunity to use that. So I'm going to mix it up a little bit between reading scripture and reading or listening to my audiobooks. And let me know what you're doing if you're reading any books, because I always am looking for suggestions I've just listened to Educated by Tara Westover. Oh my goodness, such a good book. Such an amazing, amazing book. So I don't listen to some other ones that I can't think of. I was trying to tell you, but I can't think of them. So let me know what you're listening to or reading and leave it down in the comments below. Anyway, so I would love for you to join me in this 30-day challenge. Just whenever you start is whenever you start, within 30 days. Please put in your stories on Instagram and tag me so I can see it. I'd love to see you guys. Share this channel. I would love to help as many people as I can in their journeys, whatever they may be. They might not look like mine. They might not be morbidly obese, but they're on a journey of health. Maybe their journey is just this positive self-talk and drinking and moving. You know, we all come in different shapes and sizes, and we all have our own journeys that we're on, and that's okay. We can still encourage and support one another. Your journey doesn't have to look like mine for us to cheer one another on and to encourage one another. So, welcome to the journey. All right, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. Ring that bell so you get notifications every time I post. And give me a big thumbs up, please. And leave a comment down below. The more you guys interact on watching this video with comments, thumbs up, subscriptions, it helps YouTube notice me. And it will help me to get noticed by other people and help more people. You know, that's really my goal, is to use this channel as a tool, as a platform to reach as many people as I can, because I know right now there's a 300-pound woman, maybe she's 20, 15, 45 like me, who just believes that they can't do it. They believe that their failure is final and that they've tried too many times and failed too many times. Anyway, she's out there, and somebody like this helped me get started. There's so many people that helped me to take that step of loving myself enough to start this journey again. And oh my gosh, I'm just blah, 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 blah. Ooh. Oh, emotions. Anyway, it's very near and dear to my heart, because I know that there's somebody out there right now who is in a really dark place, who doesn't feel that they have it within themselves, who feels like their failure is final. And I am here to tell you, you can do it. You can do it. Check out some of my other videos. Believe me, I've had some woe is me weeks. You know, there's been times where I've wanted to quit. So check out some of my videos that are listed below. Reach out to me. You guys can do it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So I was trying to close this video, so here we go. As always, until we see each other one again into my next video, I want you to remember to love one another, but most importantly, to love yourself.